Turning audio on here. Test. Okay, everything seems good there. Let me just close this window quick. Unlucky so far. That is unfortunate. That was 104 lockbox keys and no ship. "24 of the 104 packs were weapons." Let's stat this all up here. Okay, so the 104 boxes I opened, 24 weapon packs, 17 R&D packs. How many boosters is this? Got 8 in that row. Another 8 there. So 16 boosters. Oh no, there's more over here. So like 24 boosters. I did not get a ship out of the 104 boxes I just opened, so I just sold some ships on the in-game exchange to get the EC to buy those keys, but that's $100 worth of master keys and no ship, so that's annoying as usual. Means I will not be messing around with the new ship on stream today. And these are weird. So each of these Emperor lockboxes give you a fortune cookie, which is just a ground device that gives you some, it's a small heal. Okay. And 556 low buy from the 104 lockboxes, so that's like 5.2 average low buy or something like that. It's not too bad. Well, I'm gonna Gonna get me some more master keys here quick. Gonna sell a low buy ship to someone. Hello, MB. I opened 104 of the new lockboxes and, as usual, got screwed over. I'm gonna send one of these traits over to my, one of each over to my main. Let's look at this console here. 15% Cat 1 phaser damage on this universal console. Nice. Yeah, MB, I know you're gonna like that domino console. Do I have the space trait for you? For a very nice cost, MB. For people that like to flip things on the market, new lockboxes are always a great time to be buying up boosters, by boosters I mean the bonus pools and the R&D packs. Like those are the two things. Your bonus pools and R&D packs, you just buy them when the new lockbox comes out and flip them a few weeks or months later for a nice profit. MB, I'm looking here. I literally only got one. So, like, this is first hour. There's probably not even any on the exchange right now. Hello, Smonville. I'll wait for this bridge to load. So I'm gonna sell Dragon a low buy ship, but I'm gonna have to beam back down to buy keys, then beam back up to the bridge. I opened 104 already and didn't get anything, so I'm expecting to get screwed over. I'd like to find a stack here. I will pay slightly more for a stack because I hate needing to click one by one. There we go. Okay, so I've done a total of 150 of these lockboxes and not gotten a single ship, so that's really good luck. These load times are quite something. For a second I was thinking my net was having issues, but that's the game rubber banding. This is actually the game server. A bit frustrating so far, I'll say. Like, I can't open any more of these lockboxes right now because I just don't have any more keys, but that was quite a few of them, and I got completely screwed over. That if I would have just put money in, that's $150 worth of master keys and no ship. Okay, so these are the three new traits. Terran targeting systems, no retreat, no mercy, and into the breach. Why did I have that on? Hmm. This into the breach trade actually could be very good. When I was talking to Florian, Florian's one of the people that contributes here and there to STO builds, and he does some number crunching. He was saying that this is probably the best trait from this lockbox, due to the debuff potential. So I know the text is really small on the screen, and I can't really zoom in on it, but what this trait does is when you kill a target, for every rank that that target was, so that's an internal thing we can't exactly see, but basically, if you kill a probe, you might only get the lowest debuff possible from this trait, but if you kill a dreadnought, you'd get the max tier. And it'll debuff everything around that target that you just killed. So if you have enemies grouped up in a gravity well or something, that trait is going to be crazy. Or in maps like HSE. Okay. No retreat, no mercy, plus damage resistance on all facings except your behind, and then in exchange you lose damage resistance from your flank. So you lose 25 resistance to any damage that comes in from your rear arc, and you gain plus 50 to everything else. That'll be a decent trait for some tanks, I imagine, but the plus 50 damage resistance rating will probably fall out of favor quite easily on most high-end builds due to damage resistance having diminishing returns. Then this last one, Terran Targeting Systems, gives you plus 15% crit severity. Then incoming crit hits reduce your speed by 10% for 5 seconds. But that can only happen once every 15 seconds. This trait might be decent. I don't think it's going to be worth the cost. I think there might be better traits from what I was hearing from Florian. This trait, numbers-wise, probably won't even fall in the top 10. It would be competing for that 10th slot at best. So really, let's go back up. The highlight, the trait to actually look for from this lockbox is Into the Breach. You kill a target and it debuffs all other targets around it. What I'm going to do now is go and open up some of these linked weapon packs. Yeah, at 80% crit chance, it's nice, sure. Some weird effects going on there in the background. Just really unfortunate that there was no ship out of all those boxes. It's actually a bit annoying. Because that was basically $150 worth of lock boxes in the end that I just opened up and did not get the ship. So, like, it's always important to remember that if you want a lockbox ship, don't buy it first day. Just wait like a week or two and then buy it directly off the exchange. Opening lockboxes will typically result in you being screwed over. Like what just happened to me. Is the stream laggy? I've got the stream running at 6 megs a second. If you I don't know if it's an option right now, but you could try turning the quality settings down, see if that helps. Oh, never mind. That's not currently an option. It's probably because of the video quality. I just want to clear out enough stuff that I can go in and log into another account, put the weapons right back into the bank. Just make sure. Recruit. Hold on. The screen's gonna go blank for just a moment. Just clearing out this inventory. Phasic harmonic, so they screwed up this box. Lovely. It gives us the right things, or the right weapons though, at least, so. Okay, so I made a nice chunk of EC out of those 30 weapon packs. Like a really nice amount. I got a targeting linked Omni and a vanity shield. That's a dual beamback. I won't worry about that too much. Okay. I'm gonna swap accounts again here quick, so I'm going to black out the screen so my email isn't showing. Being this account's using one of my personal emails with my full name in it, so. There we go. Just need to find random spots to put some of this junk. Hello, Ranger. So the targeting linked are the really good ones out of this. Some people might like the resilience linked weapons for the engineering readiness. The other ones, the focusing linked, those aren't really going to be that useful. But these targeting linked give +5 tactical readiness and +5 accuracy rating. The accuracy rating is really nice. But just to get it out of the way, are these weapons going to beat sensor linked? Probably not. But they are going to be pretty solid For cannons, they might beat sensor linked. Honestly, when I think about it, but for the beams, due to beams not taking advantage of accuracy overflow as well as cannons do, they will not be worth using using over the sensor linked option. I should have been waiting for people to like win ships, but still, 150 boxes. I should have at least gone one ship. First Emperor's Vandy Shield is up for 500 mil. Okay. First day. Let's see. Will that actually go for 450? It will not. I already know it won't, but being first day, someone might buy it. Yeah, I went over it a few minutes ago. It's 15% crit D, and whenever you get critically hit, which isn't very common in PvE, you get slowed down just slightly for a few seconds. Grats, Bam Bam. I'm gonna epic this. I'm gonna actually send it over to a character where I have upgrades. Or I could just get more upgrades. Actually, I should... We got the Omega minigame going on. I should be using those or something better to try and get this up rarity-wise before I go and burn Phoenixes on it. Oh, I actually have one. Not an Omega, but it's a superior experimental beam upgrade. Got me to ultra rare. Not the best, but okay, there we go. Didn't matter, got it to epic anyways. I'm gonna change this over to crit D. Just need the crit D damage mod on the epic. Bam Bam, I appreciate the offer, but I don't know when I would honestly right now be able to. I wouldn't have a solid date where I could send one back to you. It probably wouldn't be for a few weeks. There's certainly not one of these up on the exchange. There's. I'm gonna pull up all the sensor linked and all the previous ones when I search for that. And from what I saw, these beams look really nice visually, so I'm gonna put them. I'd like to get a full set upgraded just to see the visuals. Well, I guess don't even have to upgrade. Just swap. Did I put those in the account bank? No. The priorities, these targeting linked ones, because they are the best. I just want to see what they look like. I'll just use resilience, because if I don't like the visuals, I won't care that I just threw it away, basically. I'm going to have it equipped as the only weapon on my ship just to see the visual. Actually, I'm going to grab one of the cannons just to see what the visual is on that. First, let's look at the dual cannon. So I've just got a dual cannon and a beam. The cannon ones are just always too small to really tell. It's just a nice dark red. Then the beam array. So the sensor links, from what I remember, those were like bluish, right? So these are pretty similar. They're just red. It's hard to tell with all the other visual effects spam, but they're just like red sensor link type weapons. I do like them visuals though. It's not the best example to show off the visuals, but it's hard for me to get in any place where I can actually show them off to their full effect without all the other visual effects spam in the game blocking them out. Just gonna toss these weapons back on quick. Also, just a random thing, but I was looking through my promotions tab earlier and I saw, what was it? This random, like, it was promotional reward. Like, I already had claimed most of the things I had, but this is something new that popped up for me out of nowhere. I didn't input any new code, but it just has a nice little pack that gives some XP, some dilithium ore, and some other random stuff. So, pretty nice. I'm gonna swap to my Fed. I'm gonna upgrade these sensor linked or not sensor linked, these targeting linked weapons. I'm just gonna see what a full set looks like on a beamboat. I already have Phoenix token or upgrades there. This is not how you should upgrade weapons. I am not upgrading these in the most efficient way possible. Ideally, you'd use like an Omega or a like a superior experimental upgrade on them off the bat, along with the research boost. But I'm just going with this. Like I don't have that much of a chance to actually get these things to even go to ultra rare, even though both of these have so far. Hello, Stargate Wars. I just want to get 5 of these upgraded because that should be all I have room for on my beam build. And as I said before, do not use this method I'm using to upgrade your weapons because you want to start them off with a superior experimental or an Omega upgrade to get the rarity to go to ultra rare epic right off the bat. But I do not have either right now. I could have got some experimentals, but I'm lazy, so just going with this. That is not optimal, but we're gonna just roll with that for now. They're all Mark 15, just not perfect mods or fully epic yet, so just gonna head over into a DPS mark with a full loadout of them and see what happens. I'm not parsing or anything, I'm just looking at the visuals. I mean, the red visual is nice. A full set of these would be interesting. So if you basically wanted red phasers that have the sensor linked type effect, these new targeting linked weapons are going to be up your alley. I think we've got the point there. I wanna go look at something quick. It's this Terran Emperor or Terran Empire uniform set. This is the new one, correct? Yeah. I shouldn't have bought it before confirming if this guy actually still wanted to buy it, but that's overpriced anyways. I'll take 70 mil for that. Get me some more keys. When you're having issues inviting people to a bridge or something, always use the search window to see what map they're on. An issue I commonly have is people will be on like another ship bridge, or they'll be on a fleet map, and you cannot invite people when they're on a fleet map. There we go. Another 70 mil. Another 70 mil that'll be burnt on lockboxes for me to get screwed over. What's the Vandy shield at now? $200 mil, oh hell no. I guess I'm thinking about it. I guess I'll do 180 for it. That's a reasonable amount. 150. Gotta do this bargaining. I'll have to swap characters for this. I will pay just slightly more to buy these things in bulk amount, but there's not many options even there. Watch me not get a ship and yet another set of boxes. That is now 200 of these lockboxes with no ship. That is a sign to stop. Well, the sign was after the first 100, but yeah. It's lovely. Another 15 weapon packs. And MB, if you're still listening, that is probably the best space trait from this lockbox. But everyone's going to go for the crit D. I know many of you are probably already aware. I'm going to spam this in the chat a few times. That right there, go check it out. If you haven't already, there's like 8 days until that contest ends. You told us not to buy anything other than the Infinity Lockbox, and that is very true, because you will get screwed over even harder opening other lockboxes. Like, I was hoping to get lucky, get a Styx, maybe two, have one to use, have one to flip, but that ain't happening. 200 boxes and I got nothing. I'm very bad at listening to my own advice. I tell myself not to do things and then I go and do them anyways. What is this crit D trade at now? 3.4 million. So it was so stupid of me to open this lockbox. I just lost a ton of money. Styx at 700 mil. Not surprising, being the server's been up for, what, 40 minutes? Oh, an hour almost now. So I'm not going to play the new mission on stream because I am simply not a fan of many STO story missions, and the way I play them is not what most people would probably want to watch, where I'm just running through them, trying to get through everything as fast as possible just to get to the end. I don't want to do this minigame. I hate the Omega minigame. My thoughts on the Omega minigame is there's a reason so many people bought it. It's not a fun thing to do, especially with the amount of time they want you to spend on it. Yeah, Q is back for this. Lovely anniversary event. I should get the ship slotted at least. So the good thing is this is the first anniversary ship in a few years that doesn't have an overpowered console, doesn't have an overpowered trait, and the ship itself is mediocre, I guess would be the best term. It's a good, freebie ship for people. It could be a good Admiralty card for those of us that already have a ton of tier 6 ships, but there's nothing revolutionary about this new ship. Oh, there's 2 story missions? Man, it took me like 3 months just to go run the home mission. Now you're telling me there's 2 new ones? You're ruining my immersion. 200. Oh, that's terrible. I can't even see the rewards for the other. Whoa, what is this? That's just trash. This is probably the new special shield that they put in. I believe it is, but it looks like trash. I can't even like skip this to see what the rewards are for that mission. Yeah. I don't play STO for the story missions. I don't really care about the story missions at all anymore. I've done them how much in the past, and there's only so many times you can do most of them. You already played them? The server's been up an hour, MB. An hour. You've already played both new missions. Terrible. You know that's you're the type of player, MB, that's not supposed to enjoy STO because you do all the new content in the first hour. I've never done that before. I don't have a million low buys sitting around either. I've got 318. I'm poor. Like honestly, I am compared to how much I've had in the past. I am poor right now. It's because I haven't been playing this game. Like most of the time, the only time I'm actually playing this game is when I'm streaming it. And that's not too often. That's usually once a week. I never actually went over the rest of this console that's from the lockbox, so let's go back over that. The passives on it, plus 15% Cat 1 phaser damage. Nobody cares about that. It's not really that much. Plus 1.5% crit chance. That's solid. And then the clicky creates a little energy hazard for 40 seconds at foe's current location that follows the closest foe. Does phaser damage, debuffs them, and has a chance to disable them. That's going to be an interesting console, actually. That's a minus 25 damage resistance debuff to all targets around it, and 3 kilometer range. That's going to be a good console in HSE. I keep hovering off of it, but that's really going to be interesting. So, let's see here. Spend perk point. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we each get a free perk point right off the bat. Gives me 2 ground ones and a space one. I wonder what I'm going to choose. Okay. Complete the binary circuit task force operations the universal. I need to defeat some Zenkethi on the ground for the easy. Destroy Tholian ships in space for the hard. Oh boy, how am I going to do that? MB, I hate you. So I put out a video going over this personal endeavor system and the endeavor perks. They're 2 different systems, but they're all being branded under this personal endeavor thing. If you want to check that out, I have a video on YouTube about it. I want to simply blaze through, get all 30 of these Tholian ships destroyed, so what I am going to do is set my difficulty to normal, and these missions are random, by the way. You will not have the same ones as me. The personal ones are all random for each person. So I'm going to find my exotic DPS test map. And I am going to go in there and do, well, just do some exotic stuff to a bunch of Tholian mobs to quickly get this assignment done. It's a shame that they removed the Zenkethi front mission. I wish they'd put that back in. That was really nice for killing a bunch of Zenkethi mobs. Really, I killed them all and I only killed 10? 10? So I gotta do this thing 3 times? So the smaller mobs don't count, is what I'm getting from that. Even on normal, that's just too many Tholians for me. Quick. I can just let the gravity well kill them all. Okay, I can just run and warp out of this. Apparently we've got a Borg Red Alert weekend coming up. Let's see, what do I get out of this? Quarter of a spec point. The normal R&D mats are always worthless. Like, I wish they just remove those, honestly, from the entire Endeavor system. The R&D rewards are just so small. 300k energy credits, 1000 dill. It's not bad. And for those that were unaware, you can do these Endeavor tasks on any character. The entire system's account-wide. I'm gonna see how much people are paying for this stuff now. I think people are going to be buying that like mad. Hello, H2O. I am jealous of you getting a ship out of 20 boxes. I opened like 200 and no luck. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That guy's offering 60 mil. I'm not going to sell it for half the exchange price. I already sold one at 70 mil. People, really want that look, and people are crazy enough to spend that much for stuff like that. I want to see what these research assignments are going for. Look at that. Look how fast that sold, okay? That is not right. Filthy RPers in the game. That's what that is. It's 200 low buy in the low buy store. I am getting a Styx. This thing is gonna drop one eventually. I say as I'm about to lose another batch of these, or yeah, a batch of stuff. I hate all you people getting lucky. It hurts my immersion. Nah, grats though. There we go. 51 was a good time for me. I got one. It actually happened. I never thought I'd see the day. That's a good question. I can either open it and mess around with it right now, which I'm only going to be streaming for like another 30 or something minutes. Maybe a bit longer, I don't know. I've been awake since 6 p.m. last night, and it's currently about noon the next day. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I really want this ship, but if I sell it now and flip it a few days later, or go and buy one a few days later, I'll make so much money off that. I'm just gonna do that because realistically, yeah, let's just go with that. These day one prices, especially these first few hour prices, they're just insane. I am going to go grab a drink, but while I do that, I am starting a giveaway for a Tier 5 Infinity Lockbox ship. One of the universal ones from the box, so if you want a chance at that, there's 20 minutes to enter, and you just have to type in !raffle. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Actually, I'm gonna. So, with these day one prices, you have to be very careful with how you price things, like on these new ships. So, look how most of these are leaning upwards of around a billion. And I had the one at 640, then there was one at 650. So, by just putting that up to 900 mil, someone's gonna go buy that 650, and then there's a chance mine at 900 could sell, or the price gets raised by 100 to 200 mil, and then I can just undercut by 25 mil and make a bit more EC. I'm gonna grab another one of those low buy uniforms because people playing this game really like their outfits. And only feds can buy them. Okay. The issue is by setting it to 500 million, you're going to get a quick sell, but you could also put it up right now for 600 and get damn near an instant sell. So by putting it that low, you're giving EC away basically. Yeah. And as I was saying at the start of the stream, if you're someone that likes to flip things on the exchange, um, buying R&D packs or bonus pools are really, really good on the first few days of a new lockbox coming out. Um, like these R&D packs, there's some here for 1 million or 1 to 1.2 mil. If you wait for an R&D pack event, or the bone where you get the bonus pack from opening R&D packs, those sometimes will go up to 2 mil. So you buy a lot of those and you can get a good chunk out of flipping them. Be back again in just a moment. Yeah, R&D packs are very nice to flip. See, like I said there, that 650 got bought up and now it's 750. Either that or the person that had it listed just relisted it. The outfit look like? They had the information for it in the blog, but it's what you see in Discovery essentially. Okay. So that's been undercut. Let's undercut that. Like, getting 90 to 100 mil for a 200 low buy outfit, I will take that any day. So actually, when I look at this Endeavor thing, like this Endeavor here, okay, it tells me where. I wasn't even sure what this thing was talking about. Defeat these whatever these Duan or whatever things are. I don't know. I don't really care much about most ground things. But I'm going to have to get that done because you want to get your hard mission and your medium difficulty ones. You want these two done every day. The easy one you can skip out on, but the 650 XP you get from that helps quite a bit over time. So I went over the entire system in a video I put out yesterday, but this reroll token is basically the same as the like pass in the Admiralty system. Lets you just reroll a mission, so if you get a terrible one that you don't want to do, you can just reroll it for something else. They're random drop from the boxes. These reward boxes, they're a random drop from them. Am I going to do 1,000 of these new lock boxes on Tribble? Probably not. I opened 230, I want to say, over on Holodeck and got one ship. Um, but it's the same as any of the other lock boxes, really. You're gonna get screwed opening them unless you get lucky. It's all it's about. Oh, nice. So if anyone missed that in chat, Kadargo, thank you for pointing that out. Today's free giveaway is 12 inventory and bank slots for your character. Or for one character on your account. So I am going to go see if I can use that on my main. Probably not. My main is right at that cap. Trekkie, I missed your comment there. I'll swap back over after this. Nope. I have to send these to other characters. Okay, that's interesting. Apparently my inventory is too maxed out on this character. Yay. Guess I'll just use them on this one. No, the beam ray, okay. Had to remember what I was doing there. So, the special feature of these new weapons from this lockbox are they give you +5 readiness for tack, injure side, depending on which variant they are. The tactical one gives you +5 accuracy rating, and being accuracy rating, that's quite a large buff, actually, compared to what we've seen from some of the other buffs out there. Um, Is it going to beat sensor linked? Probably not. For DPS, sensor linked is still better. But for cannons, I think the difference between the two is reduced, or it's a bit closer, I guess you could say, because accuracy rating is still very good with cannons. Like for the accuracy overflow mechanic, it's not as good as we initially thought it was, but it's still solid. And for people, wondering if they should use these weapons, they have a really nice red visual to them. For the beam arrays, they're basically red version of a red version of like the sensor linked weapons, which if I recall, those were blue, weren't they? These are a nice deep red color. A lot of people winning ships right now. Oh, I've got two of the other two variants here actually. So the focusing linked is the science version, +5 shield hardness and +5 science readiness. And then the resilience is the engineering version, +5 inj readiness, which could be useful for like the half to Oxtabat builds where they just use a single copy of Oxtabat with a ton of engineering readiness skill. That could be pretty interesting. And then +5 Starship ablative hull plating, which just gives you, yeah, that gives you the kinetic and physical resistance. So not really that good. Yeah, I'll probably invest in a set of resilience linked for a build or two. I think that engineering readiness could help with, as I said, going for a single Ox to Bat build. There's too many people winning ships, so the price is going back down a little. You see, if I were patient, I could probably log off, put this at like 800 and it might sell. But I am gonna try to open a few more lock boxes on stream, so what I'm gonna do is set it for. I don't know actually. Where do I want to price that? I don't really want to go too low. I don't want to go like 650 because I think they'll sell for a little bit more than that right now. I guess I'll do 675. MB, which tier 5 ship do you want? 6 people entered, and you actually won that. I don't think MB's there anymore. There's just too many flooding onto the market now. Is it worth opening this new lockbox on how many percent it's... No. No, man. Yeah, I saw that already. I went over it about half an hour ago. Um, it is not worth opening this new lockbox. If you want to open a lockbox, open Infinity. If you want to have a shot at actually making a decent amount of EC. Like this lockbox here, it's only going to be valuable to open for the first few hours. After that, I mean, it's already pretty bad. The only thing valuable in this box is the ship. The price is just day one prices. It's a brand new ship and people want to buy it. Where did MB go? Worth it, yes. It is why I am space poor in this game. Yeah. Probably. Restart your launcher. Yeah, I don't care what it is. Let's just go alien. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, I still gotta talk to people, don't I? There is a new Vanity Shield, yes. I got one out of the initial 34 I got, but I sold it because I wanted to gamble more. Because I'm stupid. I think these Resilience Linked are going to be the most popular for beam arrays. Targeting Linked is going to be good if you want to use cannons with these new linked weapons, but the accuracy is not going to do anything for beams because they don't take advantage of the overflow properly. The way it works is under fire at will, your primary target, you benefit from accuracy overflow, but all of your secondary targets, you don't get the benefit from what I remember of it. But these resilience linked, they give you engineering readiness, which is going to help, as I mentioned, for builds trying to use just a single ox to bat. But I've got a character on this account now to open up weapons, or open up the weapon packs. That's going to be very handy. Yeah. It'll be pretty nice. And Trekkie also, the Integrity Linked Omni. I just put it up there because it was the only one from what I remember, and I had some other Omni sell for some stupid high price, so I just figured why not. Most of the people buying things don't understand what they're buying, even when it's a high value item like that. I mean, yeah, everything about that the console and the lockbox is phaser related. It's a very phaser oriented console. Passive buffs phaser damage. The clicky does phaser damage. I mean, I've been stupid and bought random weapons before myself, but I never will go out and spend like 150 mil or something on a weapon that's not going to be that good. Game is a bit laggy. Sticks, it's... Yeah, this is going down a bit. Phaser's a very solid choice right now, with there now being a Terran phaser option and then there being the prolonged. Okay, I think I've changed my mind. If I get this ship sold, I am going to open some Infinity lock boxes because that ship box is selling for a decent amount, and the everything else I get from the box I'll actually be able to use and sell. So let's just hope that this Styx will sell pretty fast. Yeah. Well, the issue is too that for disruptors, it's really hard to compete with spiral waves. You can't compete with something that they can buy right from the Dill store. Hold on, I'm taking a picture of this quick. So they launched a new box, like this new lockbox, and the weapon box from it shows just the entirely wrong things. Yeah, as Hate 3K said there, yeah, the anniversary ships, like all the other event ships, if you have it unlocked on one character, it will unlock for the rest of your characters on your account, as long as you get them from the event. The ones that you get via Epic Phoenix tokens or Ultra Rare Phoenix tokens, those work different. They work like a lockbox or low buy ship where they are character specific. And these weapon packs are really cheap. I understand because there's not going to be much profit in this market. While these are nice weapons, they're not going to be sensor linked in popularity. And someone bought up all them weapon packs that were cheap. Yeah, but at the cost of, like, I don't think even, like, when they go and talk about the cost about for this stuff, I don't think even some of the developers realize how absurd the costs are for these things. Like, these Epic tokens, to get one of these, you are often looking at spending around $100 to get enough dilithium to have a reasonable shot. It's not a guarantee, it's a reasonable shot. You're opening so many packs that hopefully you're getting one of these epic tokens when you put $100 in. But even then, there are people that'll put in 100, $200 and not get one of them epic tokens. Nah, the Trekkie, the linked weapon pack that I was just showing there, that is the new weapon pack. This is from the new lockbox. Unfortunate. Wonder what these weapon pack, or not the weapon packs, the universal console's at now. And there's a kit module box here or something that I need to find in all of these other. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that the chance is so low. And okay, that is really quite bad. I guess everyone and their brother's opening this lockbox now. Yeah, the chaos in my account bank is really bad. I need to actually go through and clear it out. It used to be really organized, and then I don't know what happened. Is that console going to be any good at all? This one from the lockbox? Oh yeah, yeah. This approaching agony console is really good on a phaser build. I see a lot of people running this for like Hive Space Elite or any other place where there's a lot of grouped up enemies. This is actually a very powerful console. Um, has decent passives for a phaser build, the 15% Cat 1 phaser damage, 1.5% crit chance, that's solid. And then the Clicky does phaser damage, but also is an AoE that will debuff any foes within 3 kilometers of wherever it is at that point. So It's really solid. That's a 25 damage resistance rating debuff, so it's pretty good. Yeah, it's one of those they're cheap. All of them that were at 150k are gone. Okay. Like it really is a solid console when you look at it. I don't think you're gonna see it on too many full min max like Juggernaut ultra high end builds, but it's something that you're gonna see on a lot of builds that don't have better consoles like these expensive lockbox ship consoles where you're buying like the DPRM or the NX just to get the console. I think it'll be a solid option for people that don't want to spend that much. Yeah, this inventory is really a mess. Still a mess, but I need to grab some Infinity Lock boxes, so I'm not going to buy them when I have a bank full of them. Oh, I just hit my shift key. I don't need to buy the lock boxes when I have a fleet bank that clearly has like 1,000 in it. Or had 1,000 in it. Time to win 2 ships? I sure hope so. So, let's see. When's the last time someone won a ship? 2 at 39. When someone else wins a ship, I will open these. Just waiting for somebody to win a ship. I saw Snore logged in, so there, that works. Okay, that's one ship. I'll wait a few minutes to open the rest of the boxes. This server lag, jeez. Must be a lot of people logging in right now. Okay. I guess that wasn't too bad. Like getting the one ship there and getting me right up to about enough lobe I needed to get a ship or something, that's solid. Though I'll probably just grab a few of the Terran uniforms while they're still selling well. I'm gonna see what ship sells best here, and then I'm actually going to end the stream because I need to get some sleep, and apparently I need to take the dogs out quick also. So let's see here. We already know the TOS Dread's probably like the best ship here. But let's see what everything else is at. Temporal Science Vessel's even higher, 470. The TOS Dread was 420. Briostris, 465. There's no tier 6 Stealth Yar adapted destroyers on the exchange, so you could probably put one up for 500, maybe get a sell. But those are very slow to sell. Gem Dreads, not a good deal. The Discovery Starship pack's not as good as the TOS Dread. Kelvin's, same deal. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna stick with the TOS Dread because yeah, it's just guaranteed to actually sell. Whereas the other things, I've dealt with them before and I don't feel like waiting a week for them to sell. I have not bothered with selling the Omega stuff or farming it in a very long time. It's a good thing to farm, but it's really hard for people playing legitimate to compete with all the bots that farm it. The debuff one is solid. I forget the name of it. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's not much I can do right now on stream. I need to wait for stuff to sell. I'm gonna pick up a Styx once the price goes down a bit. I'm just gonna play the market a little bit with the ships until then. But anyhow, I will be streaming again on Friday. I might have a Styx then, I might not. We'll have to see. But that wraps up things for today. I do have a video out explaining this new personal endeavor system. So if you haven't seen that, I'll drop the link in quick. Let me just grab that link. Yeah, Borg Red Alert is back for the weekend. So that video goes over the new personal endeavor system. So if you haven't like seen anything about that system, I'd recommend checking that out. It just goes over the entire thing in like 5 minutes. And I do have a new video coming out sometime next week. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but most of you are probably already aware of the mechanic. I'm just explaining it to people that are not aware or are new. So thank you everyone for watching, and I am going to find someone on that is streaming Star Trek to host or something. Yeah, there we go. I'll host Stargate Wars. Go check him out. He's doing some stuff with a few other streamers. I'll see you all around.